Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Colts going up against the Bengals.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. His way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
First down, Brissett. Flushed out right. And he's got room. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Throwing, Brissett. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Here's Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And now look at him go. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the red zone now, Brissett. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he gets them a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Second down, Bradford. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
To the air again with Bradford. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Bradford on second down. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. On third and 1, here's Bradford. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert from a yard out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, it was third and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They run the counter now on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Set on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio!
Brissett to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Gillisley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go!
A gain of 3, second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Bradford to throw it this time. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun, Bradford. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Working out of the gun, Bradford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're in halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bradford. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jonathan Hankins in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw, Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he locates Wheaton, complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Brissett sets to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here's Bradford, and he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Dumps it off to Mixon. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Brissett from the gun on third. It's brought in by Floyd. I think he's going to go. Michael Floyd past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Floyd, 88 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So here we go. The Colts will go for two. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Brissett. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that...
Now the ball comes loose. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Come on, let's go.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
First down, Bradford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Now Bradford. Throw left side, complete to Ross. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got daylight. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Colts on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Bradford to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Floyd, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. An excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's Bradford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go!
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.